Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to do some autumn design. So I'm going to be using 3 colours from the Valentino. These are the 3 colours that I'm going to be using, number 124. The next one is 126 and 125. I've got some gold foil, so that's a gold, and then it's got like bronze and copper kind of colour tones through them. And on this side I have these fall leaves. They shift between a gold and then a copper amber kind of colour, so it's all the warm tone gold and reds and burnt oranges. And I have this set of butterflies. They're hollow and you can see they're all in different colours, so I'm going to be using the gold ones and either one of these two. I'm not sure which one, but I'll be either using this one, or this one because it matches the theme. You can see here in the nail I did, there's that gold butterfly. Same in this one. You can see the butterfly is gold, so it stands out against the brown. So what I done on my small nail, I did a dark brown on top, colour fade over on top of the gold. And then I put the foils and the butterflies, I scattered them around. On the pointer finger I did the opposite, so I did the gold at the nail bed and the brown at the bottom, and then scattered the butterflies and gold foil and added some leaves. And on the thumb I thought I'd do a small twist on the French tip kind of look, so instead of a round nail bed I did it at a slant. I just thought it looked quite pretty. And then I did a band of the dark and then marble with the butterflies at the tip. So that's what I'll be doing on my ring finger, and on my middle finger I'm just going to be doing a marble. I've already applied the tips, I've prepped my nails and I'm ready to start. So I'm going to begin with applying the nail bed, this part. This was my first attempt, so this will be my second attempt. I think it was easier to do my thumb because it was more bigger and it's more space to work with, but it will be much smaller on this nail, so I hope it goes well. If not, I can just file it off and then do it again. So I just sit the bead on my nail, blending it, and you just dab and pat and press it into place and just try and keep a hold of it. So I'm just using the belly of the brush and just pushing it up against that. You want a deep wall. Now I'm just going to fill in this bit. So I get a smaller bead, blend it in and just pat it into place, and do the exact same what I did here with trying to keep that wall so it just swooshes onto the one side. Right, so now that's that done, I'm just going to let it cure and then I'm going to file it into a straight line. So it's a sharp line, and then we'll move on to the next step. Now I'm just doing this exact same thing what I did with the pink. I'm going to use number 126 from Valentino. I'm pushing the colour right up against that wall, and I'm trying to replicate that wall, so I'm making another wall but with the colour. The reason I'm just trying to fill in that little gap so there's no gaps. It doesn't matter if any gets on top of the pink because it will be just getting filed off. So there's never any pressure to not have anything on top of the line, because that's why I've created it high, so you can file down when I file. And now, because that's just a colour, it's not a core powder, it doesn't have any strength, so I'm just going to apply some clear acrylic on top of it, so then I can file that sharp line again. Now I'm just going to let that dry and then file a sharp line and then move on to the last step. Well, not the last step, the next step, but the last part for the design. Now you can see that straight line that's appeared. I'm so happy with that. I thought I might have messed it up a little bit up here, but it's turned out pretty well. So now that step's done and that step's done, and now I'm just going to do the marble. One thing before I start doing it is the leaves. They're straight, and if you just sit them on your nail, the sides will be sticking up, so I just put a bend in them, and now you can see it's curved, so when I sit it on the nail it bends down and lies flat like that, so it lies flat down. So I'll be doing that with these leaves and the butterflies as well. Now I'm just going to use clear acrylic to attach the butterflies and the leaves. And now that's everything done, I'm going to clear cap it with clear acrylic. It's best to use a wet bead when clear capping so it doesn't move the butterflies or the leaves. Otherwise, if it's more on the dry side, then with all the patting and pressing you'll end up pulling it, and you want, well, I want everything to stay where it is. Now I'm just going to do the next nail while this nail sets, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'll just see what I end up doing. Now that's me filed and buffed both of the nails. I'm just wiping it with some alcohol on a pad just to remove off all the dust. Now I'm going to use Missu's No Wipe Gel Top Coat and apply one layer on both of the nails. I'm going to apply some cuticle oil. I'm so pleased with how this turned out. This is the first set of fall nails I've done using acrylic. Everything just came together. When I bought the butterflies and the leaves, and then the Valentino acrylics arrived and I saw those colours, and I just thought, perfect, I've got all the colours and everything just all accidentally came together. If you've seen my stories, you would have seen me post this. I got this brush and I wanted to use it, but I completely forgot. Hopefully I'll remember next time. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you for joining me again in today's video, and thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. All the products I've used in today's video I'll link in the description box below. If you have any requests, you can always comment below and let me know. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!